user login, and we talked about sign up, and we actually tested the login and sign up for both users. So that was what we talked about in our last tutorial. Also in our last tutorial, we also talked about app data, talked about add data. We also talked about app methods, all the an abstract class we created for all our methods. We talked about our Firebase methods, which implements our app methods. Then we also talked about this our progress dialog. Our progress dialog. We also talked about our Firebase too. So let's just get started. Let's just talk about what we have to do for today. So today, what I'm going to be talking about will be actually checking when the user is authenticated and when the user is not authenticated. So without much, let's just get started. So what the first thing I'm going to do here now is to inside this our app tools. Inside our app tools, I want to create a function. Get I'll create a function get data locally. Get data locally. Okay. Now this get data locally is going to take in a string, and this string is going to be the key, and also another string. Okay, it's just going to be the key. Okay. Now what I'll just do is to copy this guy, okay, and also I'll paste it here. Okay, so we have to make this asynchronous, we have to make it asynchronous since it's a future. Okay, so now instead of this line of code local dot, all I'll just do is local data dot get. Okay, local data dot get. So for now we don't know whether we are getting a string or we are getting an integer or whatever it is, so let's just leave it as okay. Let's Since we actually know what we are getting a string, or we are getting a string, but we could make it universal. We could say just get. You could use just get. You could use just get boolean, get string, or we could just use get. Since it's dynamic, let's make it dynamic. So what I want to get now, I want to get the key. So what I just want here, since it's a function, you can return anything in the function. So this is what I wanted. I wanted to return the key. Return the key of whatever we want it to get. So it could be a boolean, it could be anything. It could be anything. Also, there's something I want to check here. Set. Okay. Okay. So it could be anything. You could get it as in form of anything. So now this get data locally now. What we want to do now, we want to replace this mogos mtelect and this mogos at gmail.com, and also change this profile picture, and together we also check when the user is logged in and when the user is not logged in, because here you don't actually know when he's logged in and when he's not logged in. Okay, so to do that now, let's just close some parts of our code. We'll close some parts of codes we're not using. Okay, so what we do now, we come to our home screen. I think we have our home page that has this scaffold that has a drawer. So let's find our drawer. Okay, this is where our drawer is. Good. Okay, so what we'll do here now is we have to get this value. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to do here, I'm going to create a string, and I'll call the string full name. And also I'll create another string. I'll duplicate this and I'll call it email, and I'll get another string and I'll call it photo URL. Okay, like so. So the next thing now, I also create a boolean. I say is logged in. I'll create a boolean is logged in. Okay, now we have to create this override this init state method, and inside this init state method I want us to import something here. Let's just import this our app data. Okay, import app tools. Let's see, sorry, let's delete this. Okay, let's come to our app tools and let's just copy this get data locally. Okay, now in this our init state, what we will do here is we are going to say full name is equals to get data locally, and what we want to get is full name. Okay, So let's import this package. So what we want here now, we want to get we want a key, and the key we want to get is the full name. So we also have in our app tools, in our app data, we have full name. So we also have to be careful to know what particular this thing we are referencing. So full name, we'll come here and we'll also put in full name. But this guy is going to think that we're talking about this full name. So we have to be careful on the particular full name we're talking about. So I'll have to change it. I have to change it to something else. So I'll change it, instead of full name, I'll change it account name. I'll change it to account name, and here I'll say account name is equals to this, then import our full name. Okay, then also here also I'll also change it to account email. I'll still put here account photo URL. So I'll basically duplicate this, and what I want here will be account email and account photo URL. So here we are going to get what we want to get here is the email, user email, and photo, something like, okay, we have to add this thing in our app data. We don't have photo URL, so we just put here, we'll add photo URL. Okay, like so. I'll put photo URL. So here now we'll still come here and we put in the photo URL here. Okay. Okay. Now, without wasting much time, now we've been able to get, we are getting this. We are getting this local data. We are getting the okay. We are getting the full name. We are getting the username, name, the email, and the photo URL. So also we want to also get something else. We want to check if the user is logged in. So we say is logged in. Is logged in because to get local data, and I will have to come here and still create another thing here. I will call it is logged in. Logged in. Okay, I'll just call it logged in. Okay, and logged in. Okay, so here I'll just put here logged in. So this is what we want to do. Then the next thing I also want us to tackle is this. Okay, let's leave it this way. Now what I want us to do now, inside our this Mogos, inside here Mogos select, I will replace it with account name. That is here. I'll replace it with account name. Then here I will also replace it with account email. I'll replace it with account email. Then okay, let's run this application and let's see what it's going to give us. Let's run the application. Let's review the application and see what it's going to give us. Oh, gave us an error, so let's rebuild it. Okay, still an error. Feature dynamic is not a subtype of string and all of that. Okay, dynamic is not a subtype of string. Okay, now this is what we should have done. Okay, get string data would have, let's make this better to avoid complications. So I will just come here and I'll replace this with, I'll change it to this get string data locally. Okay, then here I will now, instead of getting this, I will just say get string. Okay, then also I would want to get boolean data. I want to get boolean data locally, so I also get bool. So whatever it is I want to get locally, I would have to get it, I have to change it there. So here now inside this get string data locally, there's login, I'll just say get boolean data locally, and we'll see what is going to happen. He said no implementation of get all. It said there's an error here. It says no implementation found for get all in this suspension, and there's an error. I think I need to find where the error is. Let's go. It said in this state. Okay, first build was thrown an exemption. Get list of user screen homepage dot that get string. Hmm. Page in this state. It said future dynamic is outside of string. Let's see what is going on here. Future dynamic is not a subtype of string. Okay, okay. I've seen where the this is where the problem is. This is where the problem is. We could. This is where the problem is. Okay. Now this is what we should have done. We can also do it like this, and we can just have a normal. We can also have a normal get data locally that returns anything you want instead of string or whatever. You just say get. So we are going to work with this. So what the first thing I want us to do now is I want us to create a feature, and that feature I'll call it this feature. Okay, I'll say check get you get app get current user. Okay, I'll say get current user. Okay, and I'll it to be an asynchronous method. Okay, then I have to import this async. Then I'll paste all this I copied inside there. Then what I have to do here is I have to await for all this method to I have to await. Okay, let's see what actually happened. Let's know why it gave us an error. Okay, it should. Okay, let's see rebuild. It's still giving an error. It's saying something. I do something is null. Okay, data is not equal to null. Okay, now let's get current user. Okay, and let's see. Wow, still giving us a null, an error somewhere. Let's see what other error is giving us. It said data is equals to null is equals to true. So which of the data is null? Let's check which of the data is null here. It said account name is null and account email is null. Okay, so this is another thing we have to protect ourselves from about this null. So what I'll do here is I will I would want to use this get data locally. I actually prefer this get data locally to the other ones I wrote. So what I'll do, okay, let me use this. Let me leave these other ones. Then inside get data locally now, or let's just go back. Okay, then close this, close. Okay, now inside this I'll get string data locally. What I want to do here now is I'll say if this thing if is equals to null, I want it to return empty, otherwise give me this data. And here also inside this boolean I'll say if is equals to null, if is equals to null give me false, otherwise give me this data too. Since it's a boolean, give me this boolean, change it to false and give me this data. So let's see what is going to give. Let's try to rebuild it. Still an error. Where's the error coming from? It said data is not equals to null through my text home screen account name is new text account name. Wow. Okay. Okay. This is where the actual problem is coming from. We have created a function get current user, or change it to get app user, whatever you choose. We've created a function get current user, and we have actually gotten the value, but we've not told the app to set state after getting the value. So we have to call the set state to notify the app of the changes after getting the value. Let's see if the error will still get again. Okay, now it cost null, and wow. Let's try again. hmm. Let me see something. Try it again. hmm Still an error. Data is not equals to null. So which data is null? I don't know which data is actually null. So I want to check which data is null and giving me this problem. I want to check which data is null. So I would want to print out some values like account name, and I want to see whether it's going to give me no implementation found for get all. Missing plugin exemption. Missing plugin exemption. Wow, this is strange. It is strange. It's equals to dot get instance local data dot await dot save data. This is quite strange. I've not really encountered this before, but let's see what we can make out of this situation. It says unhandled as assumption, no implementation found for get all in get string locally. Future is equals to save local shared preferences dot get instance is equals to await. What could be the problem then? What could be the problem? The implementation found for get all platform exemption. The implementation found for method get name. Ah, get string key. Okay, okay. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. What are we going to do? Let's see. What went wrong. Let me try something. Full name. Okay. Let me try something. This. Okay. Dot get string key. Okay. Let me try to see if actually we can even write something to our data to this thing. So I'll say write data locally, and the key I'll put it full. I'll put key. I'll put it full name, and I'll put date value. I'll put it more ghost. Okay. Then account name, print account name. Account name is equals to await to get. Okay, let's see. Let's see what it can give us. Whether it's actually going to give us an error again. Unhandled exemption. No information found from method get all on plugins IO shared preferences. Okay, let's go to our popspec.yaml file, our popspec, and let's search for shared shared preferences. Search for shared preferences, and let's update our shared preferences. Let's check our version 0.442, 0.4, 0.4.2, and here we have the updated version of our shared preference. Then what is the problem? Let's see an example of using it. Okay, extend share preference. Okay, to dot get instance, asynchronous equals to await, shared. Okay, equals to await preferences. Okay, let's try this way. It said write data local dot set data. It should work, but I don't know why it's not working. Future dot, I don't know why it is not working. Dot set data key and value. It's not working. It should not working fine. But let's try something. Unless I try something different. Let me check this. Let me check something different. Okay. Let me import our shared preference here, and let me cut this guy here. And inside here, I want to use that shared preference here. Then I'll say local. I want to see how local dot get string, and the key I want it to be full name. Okay. And let's see what's going to do. How is it going to do it? Let's see. Okay, let's just let's take all these other guys out of the equation, and let's see. Something is wrong. Something is actually wrong. I'm trying to, what's the shared preference of get instance, and I'm having an error somewhere. It's saying no implementation found for all channels for method get this. How? Missing plugin exemption. Missing true if result is equals to null. Method if result is equals to null. Okay, missing plugin exemption. Let's check something again. I want to know what the problem is, so please just let's have some patience. I'll say, let me say local data dot set string, and the value I'll say full name, and okay, I'll say more ghost, and this. Can this be an await? Okay, can. Okay, let's see. Here to print this. Let's see where the problem is coming from. Await. Oh god, it's saying something. It said missing plugin exemption. No implementation found for get all. Let's stop this code. Let's try it again. Let's see what actually is the problem. Let's build it from the beginning. Let's see what the problem actually is. Okay, let's wait for it to build. Okay, starting S code build. Okay, let's wait a bit. I really want to know why it just did not work. Oh, there was no error here. There was no error. So let's see again. Now let's try this again. Okay. All is fine now. All I needed to do was just to restart the to rebuild the code, to rebuild the project. So hopefully I think everything is green now. So let's check. Okay, let's check and see if everything is green. Okay. Okay, I think everything is green. So let's see if this can if you can actually okay. Now let's full name, account name, and account email. Okay, give me some errors like some text is null and all is null. Okay. Okay, so this is what I would do is equals to this is equals to this is equals to this. Okay, I hope I'm safe. Okay, I think I'm safe. I think I'm safe. Okay, now it's working fine. It's working quite fine. So what I'll do here now is get string data locally. So um okay. Let's just make this return. Let's make this return whatever value it has here. Whatever value it has here. So now what I want to do here is this. Okay. Now I want to say if I want to also check this. I'll say if account name is equals to null, I want account name to be equals to this guest user, otherwise account name. Then the same thing for account email. Account email is equals to guest user at email.com. Account email. Okay, so let's see what it's going to give us. Okay, that's actually nice. Okay, for now, but for now there is no we don't have I don't think we don't have any user. We don't have any user, so let's just clear our data. Let me clear data locally dot. What I just want is just, I don't want to return anything. All I just want is this. I want local data dot clear there's something here. Say local data, then commit is actually old so it's old. Okay, so local data dot clear, so just clears it. So let's just, I want to clear the data. I want to actually clear our data, so let me do something like this. I'll say await, I'll say local data, clear local data locally, and boom, our data cleared. Okay, so now this is what I want us to do. Okay, now I also want this is logged in. So what I would want us to do is let's check for this logged in. This logged in. Okay, so in this our login we have two lists. We have different list styles. Okay, we have login and okay. Now what I want to do now is I want if the, let's cut this. I'll say if it's logged in is equals to true. If it's true, I want this to be is there any need? Okay, no, let's do it this other way. Okay, I'll say if it's logged in, if it's logged in is equals to true, I want the text to be log out, log out. Otherwise, I want the text to be login. Okay, then also something else. I want to, okay, something else. So then if the, I'll say if it's logged in, if it's logged in is equals to true, if it's logged in is equals to true, then we also have the other final methods for it. So here I want to copy this, cut this guy out, and what I want to do here is okay, what I want to do here is the on tab should depend on if the logged in is true and if the logged in is not true. So I'll say check if logged in. I'll say check if logged in. Okay, so I will now say what I want to do. I will say if it's logged in, I want you to return this push to login. Okay. Oh yes, then that's if it is logged in. I want to stop there. But if it's not logged in, I want is there any like app method here? I want to log out. I would want to log out the user. Check if it's logged in. So what I just want to do here now is to remove this and put my check if logged in here. Okay. So then let's come to our app methods and create another feature. We'll say feature, and it's not going to return anything. We'll just say logout user. Okay, So we still have to come to our Firebase method and also implement our logout user. So our logout user now is just going to be our auth dot sign out. Okay, so this just want to, let me see, return auth dot sign out. Okay, okay, not only, okay, let's see, auth dot sign out. Then I want to clear data locally. After signing out, just clear the data. Then are you actually, is it a feature, are we doing any returning, or just want to okay, let's see, return true, log down, return complete. Can this be asynchronous? Let's see, can it work? Okay, return complete. Then here we also want to await to clear the data locally. Okay, so this thing I wanted to return a boolean, and in my Firebase, in my app method, I want just to put in a boolean here. Okay, then all I'll just do here is, okay, if it's check is logged in, if logged in is equals to true, if logged in is equals to false, navigate to login. Otherwise want to log out user, want to log out our user. So all I'll just do here, I'll come here, I will say app methods, let's import our app methods. Okay, it equals to new equals to new Firebase methods. Okay, so I will just say app methods dot sign out. Okay, dot logout user. Okay, then I'll just say I'll use it as a boolean. I'll say, okay, let's see, logout user. I'll say boolean. Okay, I'll say boolean response is equals to, I want to await this, I want to wait for this to work, so I'll put asynchronous here. Then I will say if response is equals to true. Okay, I want to get data. I want to, if response is equals to true, this is what I want to do. If response is equals to, I want to get current user. I want it to get current user. I want to await. Okay, let's just say get current user. If response is equals to true, get current user. Okay. Okay, then this our logout, this our login screen has, we need to notify, we need to notify our home page when the user has logged in and when he has not logged in. We need to notify our we need to notify our home page when the user has logged in and when the user has not logged in. So we need to check when the user has logged in and when the user has not logged in. So for us to check that now, we have to go to where we are logging in. So here we want to pass in a message here. Um the message we want to pass in here is true. Okay, we want to pass in here true. Then also, yes, true. Then also, in this other, in our sign up also, because we closed it 3 times, so this is to close the first one, this is to close the sign up. Then here we also put it through. Okay, there's a reason for that. We want to get a message from here. So what we want to do, we want to get a boolean, we want to get a response from here is equals to, want to, let's say, await. Okay, want to get a response when we open our login screen. Open our login screen when it's successful, like in this method, what we have here. Once the response message is successful, we'll close the progress dialog, and we want to close the login screen with a message that, with a return type, with a return message, successful or true. So that's why we put true here. So once the login is successful, here to close it and to close this login and return true. So in our in our home page, we will now check if the response is true. Here we will now say, if response is equals to true, if response is equals to true, we want to get current user again. We want the app to set state and get the current user. We want the app to set state and get the current user. So then there is something else we need to do. We need to get the user information. We need to get the user information from the database. We need to be able to get the user information from the database. Now to do that, now in that, let me copy this. I have a code somewhere written about it. So let me find it. Get user info, the document snapshot. So what I'll do here now is get, okay, the document snapshot. So import snapshot, get user information. Okay, then this is our user information. We just document snapshot equals to user information, and user will get user information. So this is our user information. Okay, so let's continue from where we stop. We'll come back to our Firebase methods, and we also have to implement it. So our Firebase will get us our user information. So it has to be asynchronous. User data, data collection, or is a database. Okay, users data. Okay, so by the user ID, we want to get the user information. Okay, now after logging in, we want to get the user information. Then when we get the user information, we want to save it in the data. We want to save it locally, so that we will not always be getting the user information whenever we open the application. It's not every time we open our application we'll always be getting the user information, it's going to be causing a lot of queries on the database. So what we want to do is, once we have logged in our user, we want to get this user information as soon as we've logged in our user. So Now this is how this is let me just copy this line of code. I will explain it. Okay. Okay, then now we have to come into where we did our login user and all of that. How we did our login user. Okay, now inside this our login user, now we also have to check. You have to say if our user is not equals to null. Your user is not equals to null. This is what we want to do. We want to get user information. Get user information with our user id. Okay, now once we get the user information, we want to save the user information to our database, to our phone locally. So we now say write data locally. We want our full name. Okay, want full name. Okay, so full name now. Full name will take in a value, and the value we want user we want to user information. User information. I want to get in the want to get the user full we want to get the user full name. Okay, then okay, this is what we want to do. So we remove these other things. We'll go down. The next one we want to get is we want to get the email address. So this is email. We want to get the phone number. Okay, this is phone number. We want to get the photo URL. Okay, this is photo URL, and we want to add one more thing here. We want to say logged in. Okay, and logged in, we want to put in a value. We want to tell the app that logged in is true. Write data locally cannot set a string. So we want to copy something here. We want to write boolean locally. So there is this conflict in the code, so we have to change it in our app tools. So we want to write boolean locally, so we set boolean. Okay, and it has to go with a boolean. So now here we have to write boolean locally. Is logged in. Okay, this is what we did. Okay, we I don't know if you understood what I did here. Okay, what I am trying to do here is when we log in, when we put in our information and we click on the login button, okay, we will wait for Firebase to get authentication from Firebase to sign in. Now once we've gotten the authentication, if the user is not equal to null, now I have another method that says get user information. Now this get user information, I want to get the full name from the user information. I want to get the email address, I want to get the phone number, I want to get the photo URL. All these parameters we have in our database here. Our full name, this is a mistake, it shouldn't be like this. Our full name, our phone number, our email, our user ID, and our user password. We want to get everything here. So one more thing, we need to add our user ID and user ID. Okay, we need to get all these things and we'll save it locally. We will have to save it locally. Then after getting it, now we will now use it on our home screen. We use it on our home screen. Then I saw a mistake in our data here. It shouldn't be like this. There was a mistake somewhere in our sign up. So let's check for where we created our account. We used full name, and this full name was this full name, which we shouldn't have used. We should have used something different, like account name. change it. Change it let's change it to account name. The reference top level shadowed by a getter. Oh, okay, let's change the account full name. Okay, so what I will do here is just to change it to account full name. So here I will have to edit something, and sorry, I'll have to delete this data. I just want to put in account full name, and I'll just call it Mogos Telect, and just update it back. Okay, so now let us see if our code works as we expected it to work. Let's see if it's going to work as we expected it to work. So what we're going to do, we're going to try to log in. I'll say I'll put in my August at Gmail. Which user is this? It's testing at gmail.com. So testing at gmail.com. Okay, and our password is 1234 Let's see what we have going on in the background. Let's check our run. Okay, it actually logged in, but I don't know if it worked. Let's see. Let's know what happened. Let's know what happened. It logged in, but we can't say if it worked or if it did not work. Okay, now if it worked, we should have gotten guest user and everything, but notwithstanding, let's try to rebuild. Let's see. It didn't work. Something went wrong somewhere. And we don't have our guests. We don't have our account name, and we don't have our account email. We don't have our account name, or we don't have our account email. So probably something must have gone wrong somewhere. So to check that, I would want to know what went wrong. So I would just say app methods, okay, dot get user information. Get user information, and I don't know if I have the user ID. So, but I have to just come here and just copy this user ID here. Okay, I'll get user information. Sorry. How did you get user information? Oh, section a string user ID. So we have to so let's get user information, and we have an error somewhere. Okay, get user information. Okay, now get user information is a document snapshot. So I want to check what really happened. So I want to get a document like we have in our we have here, document snapshot user information, and I want to know what is happening. Okay, then I want to print user information. Let's say account email. Account email. Account email is user email. User email. Okay, let's see. We have testing at we have something. We have testing at gmail.com. So it got the account email. So something probably did not go well. Something probably did not go well. So we have to check what went wrong here. We have to check what went wrong. So um we have to check what went wrong. So what we want to do now is, if user is not equals to null, okay, user id, and we used the user we actually used is this user id dot get, then we now see write data locally. We did not even, oh my god, this is what we should have done. Await. Okay, we would have done something like this, but let me print what I did here. Let me try to replicate the same thing I did here inside this our methods here. So I would want to know what really happened here, if we are getting it right or if we're actually getting it wrong. So log out. Something happened. We have if logged in is equals to false. If logged in is equals to false. If it's logged in is equals to false. Let's log out. Let's log in and let's try it again. We have an error somewhere. Network image. Okay. I have testing at gmail.com. Then our password 1 1 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, let's see. Yeah, we have testing at yes, we have it. We have something here. We have something. So let me see. Guest user at email.com. What is it? What says it? If account email is equals to null, account email get string email user email test net. So let me print this user email and see. User email is null. But we have okay. Then let's see where we did it. made several mistakes several places. So this is another reason why we don't even have an email there. So here we have to use user email, and we have to save. Have to log out user, you have to log in again, and we'll have to try it one more time. Testing at gmail.com. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5 6, and we'll try to log in. Let's see whether it's going to correct. Let's see if it's going to correct. We have testing at gmail.com, and we have an error again. We have user email as an error. So what is wrong? What is actually wrong? Let's check again. Something is wrong. It's giving us null. It just gave me the full name. But the email is actually wrong. The email is wrong. What happened? Let's see. Okay, now we say get string locally, and the string we are getting locally is user email. Let's check with our Firebase method. We have write data locally user ID. Okay, we have write data locally account full name. We have account full name. So print user info and user email. This is where our problem was coming from, but we hopefully I think it's going to be resolved. Let's log out again. Let's log in, and let's try it again. Testing at gmail.com, and 1 2 3 4 5 6, and let's try one more time. Wow. Okay, so far so good. We have been able to check when our user is authenticated and when our user is not authenticated. We have this, and it's actually nice. It's actually nice. So we can log in and we can log out. We can also create an account. So right now the app knows that someone is logged in, so it's not a guest user anymore. We have user and everything. So it's actually nice. It's really nice to know that something like this is working. It's actually nice to know that something like this is working. So thank you guys for watching, and stay tuned for our next tutorial. God bless you and stay safe. Please don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to share. Please, if you're watching this video and you've not subscribed, please subscribe. Thank you guys. Peace.